மாநிலங்களவையில் முன்னாள் மத்திய நிதியமைச்சர் ப. சிதம்பரம் பேசி வருகிறார். நேரலையில் பார்க்கலாம்.
It's about 2009-10. For the first time, direct taxes revenue as a proportion of GDP exceeded the indirect tax revenue. And in 2013-14, when the previous government demitted office and the new government took over, the numbers are 5.6% of GDP was direct tax and 4.4% of GDP was indirect tax. This is progressive taxation. Direct taxes as a proportion increases and indirect taxes as a proportion of GDP decreases. This is the right direction. Now this direction continued up to 2016-17. In 2016-17, sadly, indirect tax as a proportion of GDP crossed direct tax as a proportion of GDP. And I had cautioned it even then, this is a bad trend, reverse this. Indirect taxes as a proportion of GDP should not cross direct taxes as proportion of GDP. Actually, direct taxes must increase. Now, this year, 2021-22, according to a budget at glance, both have become equal, 5.4% and 5.4%. Next year, the finance minister expects that direct taxes will go up from 5.4 to 5.5 and indirect taxes as a proportion will come down from 5.4 to 5.2, which means we are reversing the bad trend that has been set in the last 5 or 6 years, which is good, and I hope the government achieves this. But, mark this, total of indirect taxes and direct taxes touched 11.2% in 2017.
புதிய வருமான வரி சட்டத்தை கொண்டு வர வேண்டும் என்று மாநிலங்களவையில் ப. சிதம்பரம் வலியுறுத்தி இருக்கிறார்.